Yo, you got a mic. What's going on, guys? Back here with another banger video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Edge of Tomorrow, which is a Groundhog Day type alien war movie. I know, it's a lot. So yeah, we're just going to jump right into it. But before we do, I got to remind y'all to smash that like and subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you never miss one of my fire uploads. With all that introduction out of the way, let's get right into the video. So this movie stars Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt as the two main roles, and Tom Cruise is a military sergeant, and I think he's more of a scientist, and he doesn't want to go on the front lines, but he does get sent there, and he does everything he can to get out of it, but he doesn't want to. And I might have forgot to mention, but this front line is a war against aliens that have almost completely taken over Europe, and this is the humans' last stand to defeat them. So Tom Cruise gets put on the front lines to go fight these aliens in these mech suits, which turn humans into super soldiers like Captain America. But Tom Cruise only gets 1 day to prepare, so he does not really learn how to use the suit, and he's kind of just a burger when he goes in. Now, on his first trip, he's attacked by a blue mimic. Mimic is the name of the aliens in this movie. He's attacked by a blue mimic, which is the Alpha. Now, Tom Cruise uses a self-destruct weapon, grenade type thing, and it blows up the mimic right in front of him, and the Alpha's blood goes onto Tom Cruise, kills him, but also gives him the ability to relive the day over and over again. And throughout the movie, he has to learn how to fight in the mech suit, and he eventually does defeat the aliens, alongside Emily Blunt. Now, her character in this movie is insanely toughy. Her nickname in the movie is the Angel of Verdun, because there was a battle in Verdun against aliens earlier, and she absolutely cooked up. So she got that nickname. And she's basically plastered all around for propaganda of the alien war. She's basically like Uncle Sam of the alien war. And she uses this sword, which I think is made of like scrap metal. I don't think it's like an official weapon. I think it's like a scrap metal sword. It's just so toughy. And she trains Tom Cruise throughout the movie, and obviously they're gonna get together in the end of the movie. Like, come on now. But their relationship was really well done, you know. She actually had Tom Cruise's power earlier in the Battle of Verdun. That's why she was cooking so hard, because she had the ability to repeat the battle over and over and over. So that's why she was so tough. So since she's already had the power, she doesn't need to get explained everything over and over again, and she believes Tom Cruise pretty quickly. And he doesn't have to, re-explain everything every single day, which would obviously become a nuisance. So it's nice to just have that character that just, gets it immediately, you know? And then there's also this mechanic guy who knows everything about the aliens somehow. He's apparently an expert on the mimics. Somehow. I don't know, but he apparently is. And he knows that they're all powered from this one Omega station, and if you destroy that, you destroy the rest of them. But basically, every time an Alpha mimic dies, the Omega resets the day. And then they can see what happens over and over. So it's basically like you got two people with the power to rewind the day, just having a war with each other. It is absolutely bonkers. And let me just say, the VFX in this movie are so friggin' good. These digital effects surpass today's VFX superhero movies and, other sci-fi movies. These effects are chef's kiss. These might be the best VFX I've ever seen, I've ever witnessed. These are peak. So throughout the movie, Tom Cruise gets these visions of where the Omega station is, and he ends up having to go there alone on a sequence where he's basically like a Sigma male. He's like, I don't care about y'all, I just gotta do it myself. And he fights basically the whole alien horde by himself, like a top G. Gets to where the Omega station is supposed to be, but then realizes that the aliens set him up because they knew he was coming there. and the Alpha wanted to kill him so it could get his power back, and then Tom Cruise wouldn't be able to stop them. But luckily, Tom Cruise unalived himself, so they couldn't get his blood. So then after that, they used a tool that Tom Cruise had to stick in himself that gave him the actual vision to where the actual Omega Station was, which was in France instead of Germany, which was where the original vision took place. So they got their group, their squad, in which Tom Cruise trained in for the first half of the movie, and they went to France, and literally nobody survived the initial flight besides Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise. And they went in that famous triangular building. It's like made out of glass. It's like the Lumineer or something. That might be it. So they go there, and of course there's an Alpha standing guard. So Emily Blunt's like, all right, I'll try to distract it. She tries to run. She gets immediately murked within like 10 seconds because she doesn't have her mech armor. But this gives Tom Cruise the chance to go to the heart of the aliens, the Omega, and drop his grenade belt in there and blow it up. But luckily, the Alpha was nearby, so when Tom Cruise blew it up, the Alpha's blood surrounded him, and the day reset again, but this time he doesn't gain his powers. He simply just gets to reset the day, but the damage to the Omega is still done, so they win the war without even having to fight it. That's pretty peak, I'm not gonna lie. But since the day did reset, Tom Cruise has to build up all the relationships that he built during the day before with Emily Blunt, and obviously he does, but it's not really shown, but it's basically insinuated that they rekindle their relationship. And this movie was pretty peak, but I did hear that it didn't do well in the box office, which is a shame because I know this movie must have cost buku bucks, because as I said before, the VFX were absolutely phenomenal. And I guess people also wanted a sequel out of this movie, but like in a Groundhog Day type movie, you can't really have a sequel, or that just like ruins the element of it. Speaking of Groundhog Day, this movie, in my opinion, is low-key debatably better than the original Groundhog Day. I know that movie is a complete classic and basically made its own genre of movies, but this movie is like, it's just so good. You got action, you got sci-fi, you got romance, you got basically everything you need. You even got a little bit of comedy in there. This movie is just bussin'. This is a bussin' movie. I would highly recommend. I mean, I'm recommending it, but if you've already got this far in the video, you've basically been spoiled of what it all is about. So that's a shame. But yeah, if you haven't watched it and you still want to watch the full movie to get the full experience, I would highly recommend. That's going to be it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another one of my fire uploads. And I will see you guys in the next one.